Reality check, battleground Odisha. We are in the city of Puri at a BJP Amit Shah roadshow which has just ended moments ago. Now the reason why Odisha is so important is because this is a state which was swept by the Biju Janata Dal last time. They got 20 of the 21 seats here. The BJP just got 1. So the BJP is looking at Odisha as a big growth state. This is where they're hoping to make up numbers if they lose numbers in the north and west. And therefore, the full court press of all the top BJP big guns here tonight. Now, we are in Puri, which is in the coastal part of Odisha. The coast has always been a stronghold of the Biju Janata Dal. But here the BJP has fielded its spokesperson Sambit Patra against the Biju Janata Dal's Pinaki Mishra. How is this contest going to play out? On one hand, we see Naveen Patnaik trying to fight back against the BJP by highlighting a host of welfare schemes which he hopes will keep his flock together. On the other hand, we have the Modi Amit Shah juggernaut which is not going to let up. How will this play out on the election battlefield? Let's first go to our special report. In the heart of a BJD stronghold, a BJP Amit Shah led show of strength. Puri is part of coastal Odisha, a BJD bastion for decades. So we are on the Rath here in Puri, and with us here at the back you can see is Amit Shah. Senior leaders of the BJP is here. Jai Panda is here. Sambit Patra is here. Dharmendra Pradhan is here. As this Rath makes its way through Puri, and if you can see the crowds around here, this is what the BJP is saying is a sign of the fact that change is coming to Odisha, that they could pull off such a large gathering here in the heart of what used to be a BJD stronghold, and the numbers stretch all the way up to the front. The Rath is slowly making its way. The journey distance is very short. It's only about 800 meters to about a kilometer. But we're inching along because of the time it's taking. Sambit Patra is here. If I can talk to him. Sambit, if I can just ask you for a second, how is it going? It's great. The BJD has won this seat unbroken 5 times since 98. Of the 77 assembly seats in the region, the BJD lost only 2 in the last elections. But this time, the BJP is coming in all guns blazing. Amit Shah lending his weight to Puri's candidate, BJP spokesperson Sambit Patra. The BJP's go for broke strategy is not just limited to Puri, but is visible across Odisha. The strategy entails, number 1, breaking away a large section of rebels from the Congress and BJD. We are told a total of 50 in all. Prominent amongst them, Jai Panda, former BJD Minister Damodar Raut, BJD leader Raghu Mohanty, and 4-time MLA Bijoy Mohapatra, earlier rebel who had left the BJP and rejoined recently. These imports bring in potentially winning candidates and, more crucially, cadre in a state where the BJP's ground network is still a work in progress.
Dr. Damodar Raut, Mr. Bijoy Mohapatra, Mr. Raghu Mohanty are just 3 of the several dozen very important statewide political leaders. Mr. Arjun Sethi, many others. These are people that have held cabinet posts with Biju Uncle, with Naveen Patnaik, and also in the union government. So that perception that the BJP does not have ground strength is a very obsolete.
So when leaders like yourself come on board, do your network of party workers and cadre also shift?
What do you think? What do you think? What do you make of the 22,000 people that were there with me yesterday when I filed my nomination? What do you make of the 30,000 people that joined my rally when I, after joining the BJP, went to Kendrapada for the first time? What do you make of the 25,000 people that came for Shri Bijoy Mohapatra's first rally? He's contesting in Patkura as an...
he's someone else who's come across?
No, he's one of the 3 very most important
BJD leaders who's crossed over.
And you should go and cover the ground and see these examples to convince yourself that there is indeed a shift on the ground. Let me tell you this. Last time around, while there was a Modi wave in the rest of the country, Odisha seemed to be able to resist it.
Yes.
That's gone today. Today, wherever you go, you see a huge surge of support for the Prime Minister. there is tremendous support, not just among the youth, not just among middle class, but you go to rural Odisha,
Right.
and you will see that support. And also there is tremendous anger that after 19 years of the incumbent government here, you'll see three things in the media week after week after week after week in Odisha.
Okay.
Number one, you will see several cases of gang rapes and murders, many times of minors.
Right.
Number two, you'll see pregnant women and the deceased having to be carried on the shoulders of family members for long distances because either ambulances haven't reached or there are no roads. Number three, you'll see that of the lakhs of Odia young men and women who've been forced to emigrate because of lack of jobs here,
Right.
many of them working in war zones like Afghanistan and Iraq.
Right.
And week after week, every week, several of them have to be rescued and brought back. And sadly, many of them only in coffins. This is something that the people of Odisha are very angry about.
So we are here in Puri Lok Sabha constituency, a bastion of the Biju Janata Dal. But here we have a lot of BJP supporters who have come. आप लोग कहाँ से आए हैं? निमापड़ा से।
निमापड़ा गोप निर्वाचन मंडली
निमापड़ा
निमापड़ा से।
निमापड़ा चर्चक
कितना किलोमीटर है यहाँ से?
30 किलोमीटर
40-45 किलोमीटर
40 किलोमीटर आए हैं। कौन सा ये जो आज अमित शाह का रोड शो है उसके लिए आए हैं?
इसके आए हैं।
बीजेपी के लिए। बीजेपी। तो यहाँ पर बीजेपी आएगा, आप सब मोदी को सपोर्ट क्यों? ओके, क्यों मोदी को क्यों पसंद करते हैं?
मोदी अच्छा सरकार है।
मोदी अच्छा सरकार है।
क्या करता है? क्या करता है?
अच्छे काम करता है।
मोदी को देंगे हम वोट।
अच्छा, क्यों?
क्योंकि हमारा डिजिटल इंडिया बन रहा है। हम लोग अभी बाहर से नहीं जाएंगे घूमने के लिए, काम धंधा करने के लिए,
यहीं पे करेंगे।
अभी ओडिशा से शुरू करेंगे।
तो जैसे नवीन सरकार ने बोला है कि उन्होंने बहुत सारा लोगों के लिए स्कीम लाया है, जैसे कालिया का स्कीम है, बाकी
झूठ
सब
है।
स्कीम है।
सब झूठ है। वो जो काम करता है वो ही बीजेपी वाला के लिए ही काम करता है।
यहाँ पर बीजेपी में लीडर कौन है प्रदेश में? नहीं, लेकिन धर्मेंद्र प्रधान। तो सीएम कौन बनना चाहिए?
धर्मेंद्र प्रधान बनना चाहिए।
धर्मेंद्र प्रधान। आप भी मानते हैं? धर्मेंद्र प्रधान।
जी धर्मेंद्र प्रधान आएंगे अभी।
और अभी वो जय पांडा भी आया है बीजेपी में, वो सीएम बन सकता है?
नहीं, वो धर्मेंद्र प्रधान नहीं बनेगा।
धर्मेंद्र बनेगा। अच्छा, ओके, ठीक है। तो आप अभी सब शाम को जाएंगे बीजेपी के रैली में, और मोदी जी आप कहते हैं? A senior BJP leader told us that Amit Shah has made 20 visits to the state in the past 5 years, often spending nights in the districts. The Prime Minister has himself made 4 campaign stops in Odisha and is expected to do 4 more before the end of the campaign. A third element of the strategy, promote brand Modi. On the road to Puri, a battle of hoardings between the Chief Minister and the Prime Minister. Almost 50-50 we found in a rough count. बीजेडी बोलता है कि बीजेपी के पास ग्राउंड लेवल लोग नहीं है, कार्यकर्ता नहीं है, बूथ नहीं है।
वो लंबा समय क्षमता में है ना, इसलिए घमंड है, ये घमंड का बात है।
अच्छा,
हाँ।
आपके पास बूथ है? बूथ कितने बूथ? हर बूथ में कितना?
हर बूथ में हमारा 10-10 कार्यकर्ता है।
हर बूथ में?
हर बूथ में।
अच्छा, और कितना बूथ है आपके कंस्टिट्यूएंसी में?
212, 213।
213। तो इसका मतलब आपके पास ऑलमोस्ट 2000 के आसपास बूथ वर्कर है।
बूथ वर्कर है।
संबित पात्रा के बारे में कहा जाता है कि वो तो बाहर से हैं, यहाँ से पुरी से नहीं है।
ओडिया आदमी है, ओडिशा का आदमी है।
हाँ,
इसमें कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा।
बट वो पुरी से नहीं है ऐसा बोलते हैं।
घर में सब जानते हैं इनको, घर में सब जानता है। स्टूडेंट लोग जानता है, युवा लोग जानता है, लेडीज लोग जानते हैं।
अच्छा,
हर दुकानी व्यापारी सब जानते हैं इनको।
In the villages of Puri district, on the road with 3-time BJD MP Pinaki Mishra, confident, he tells us, of a 4th victory. It is here in rural Odisha that Naveen Patnaik's party hopes to hold the advantage, in large part because of the Naveen government's multiple welfare schemes. Like the Shakti scheme, 15,000 rupees seed money for self-help groups for women. The Biju insurance scheme, 5 lakh cover annual per family. The Kalia Kisan scheme, rupees 35,000 per farmer family for 5 crop seasons.
100 था 5,000 रुपया
Kalia.
In the villages of Puri, the money and benefits seem largely to be reaching.
कालिया योजना नवीन सरकार अच्छा ही किया है।
आपको पैसा मिला कालिया में?
पैसा मिला
कितना?
5,000।
5,000 कब मिला?
15 रोज हो जाएगा।
15 रोज। आप किसान हैं, किसानी करते हैं?
किसान।
आप में से किसी को कालिया का पैसा मिला? आप मिला? कितना मिला?
5,000।
आपको नहीं मिला? आप किसान हैं?
गलत किया कुछ।
लेकिन अभी आपको पैसा नहीं मिला। एक और स्कीम था बीजेडी सरकार का, जिसमें उसको वो बिजू स्वास्थ्य योजना,
ବିଜୁ ସ୍ୱାସ୍ଥ୍ୟ ଯୋଜନାରେ କାର୍ଡ ଫାର୍ଡ ମିଳିଛି मिला है उनको।
उसका कार्ड मिला है।
कितने हजार?
जो ममता योजना 5,000 टका
बोल रहे हैं जो ममता योजना किया है तो छोटे लड़के के लिए, बच्चे के लिए वो अच्छा किया है, और चाषी के लिए जो कालिया योजना बना रहे हैं वो भी अच्छा है।
नवीन सरकार हमर छुआ पिला सब जिनिस पे समस्त पे पैसा पत्र भला मंद सब तरह साहाय्य। क्या
बोल रहे हैं नवीन सरकार पैसे पे लिए, लड़के के लिए, पढ़ाई के लिए और स्कूल के लिए जो आता है वो सब अच्छा किया है।
मिशन शक्ति है जो सेल्फ हेल्प ग्रुप्स हैं, उससे इनको कोई फायदा हुआ है? यहाँ
जो महिला मानकर जो
गोष्ठी फायदा हम छी ना
फायदा मिलु।
हां हां
क्या मिला?
क्या मिला?
कौन मिलु?
15,000 टका देथिले फेर देबे बोले कोन नहीं दे। मोबाइल पे
3,000 टका है।
मोबाइल भी मिला है।
मोबाइल मिला है और 15,000 रुपए मिला है।
Kalia was launched somewhat controversially right on the eve of elections. Of the 45 lakh families that are being targeted, around 37 lakh are said to have gotten their first installment before the model code kicked in, which means that some got left out. Kalia योजना नहीं मिला अभी तक। आपका नाम है लिस्ट में?
बेंगदास।
नहीं तमर जो कालिया योजना जो पकईथिलो फॉर्म लिस्ट अच्छी तो हां बोल रहे हैं
लिस्ट आस्तला
लिस्ट में है, लेकिन पैसा नहीं मिला।
पैसे नहीं मिला
इनको?
आपको?
मिली नहीं।
आपको पैसे नहीं मिले? नहीं। आपका नाम है लिस्ट में?
नाम
हाँ उनका हस्बैंड का नाम है।
हस्बैंड का नाम है।
कुछ गवर्नमेंट की तरफ से बताया है उनको क्यों कि नहीं, क्यों नहीं मिला?
अच्छा गवर्नमेंट नहीं गवर्नमेंट रो कि वर्तमान सुधा कौन पे मिली नहीं, जो कागु पचारि थिलो कुछ उत्तर आसी नहीं पूछे नहीं, गवर्नमेंट को, सरकार को पूछे नहीं।
आपने किसी से बात करने की कोशिश की मेरे पैसे कहाँ है, मेरा नाम लिस्ट में है?
पैसा
बोल रहे हैं मिलेगा, धीरज रखो मिलेगा, लेकिन अब तक मिला नहीं उनको।
ओके, कौन बोल रहा है ये मिलेगा?
को अधिकारी को
ये सरपंच वार्ड मेंबर है, मैंने कौन से
बोल रहे सरपंच वार्ड मेंबर ये बोल रहे हैं मिलेगा।
क्या इस वजह से ये सरकार से नाराज हैं?
अच्छा तुम्हें सरकार ऊपर रागुच जो बीजेडी सरकार ऊपर कहीं पैसा आसुनी ये करनी बोली।
हां से तो कहते आसुनी हम तो अच्छे रागीबो कोन पैसा मिलेगा।
बोल रहे हो तुम बता रहे हैं मिलेगा पैसा, इसलिए गुस्सा करने से क्या फायदा है?
तो वोट किनको करेंगे?
वोट काहे को दोगो?
वोट सेमते में तो कहीं पर भी
बोल रहे ऐसे बता नहीं सकते किसी को वोट,
अभी बता नहीं सकते।
So those were the voices of rural Odisha, beneficiaries of Naveen Patnaik scheme. Some who received the benefits, some are still hopeful. How will that square off against the Amit Shah juggernaut? Should make for a fascinating battle here in Odisha. I also spoke earlier to Jay Panda of the BJP, one of those high-profile VIP migrants who've shifted from the BJP to the BJD. Now, yesterday, Naveen Patnaik, speaking to NDTV, mounted a serious charge against Jay Panda. He said that Jay Panda had spread rumors about his illness, and he did it because Jay Panda was a man in a hurry. He had ambitions, and this is the first time that Mr. Patnaik has taken aim at his former party colleague. Today, it was Jay Panda's turn to strike back, starting with the charge that Naveen Patnaik made, that he spread the rumor about Mr. Patnaik's illness.
Battleground Odisha, and we are here in Bhubaneswar with the senior, now BJP leader, earlier with the BJD, Jay Panda. Yesterday, the Chief Minister in an interview to NDTV made some fairly strong allegations against Jay Panda, and in all fairness, this is an opportunity, Jay, for you to counter some of the things that Naveen Patnaik said. One of the things that you must have heard him say, which you tweeted about as well, was the fact that
he alleged you had been spreading false rumors about his ill health, which is why he had to come out and demonstrate that he's in good shape. To that you would say what?
It's ridiculous. I've tweeted that. And it's very sad because it is these kind of conspiracy theories that a new coterie which has taken control of the BJD has been spreading about me. But it's ridiculous that such an allegation is made without any substantiation, whatsoever.
Right. You've never spread any such rumors, you've never put out the news that he's unwell.
Of course not. But if you go online, you will see millions of people have made all kinds of comments, and I have never said so, and I have never done so.
And to his point that you were making these allegations because, as he put it, you're a man in a hurry. You wanted his post, that's why you were making these allegations, and that's why you left the BJD.
First of all, again, it's ridiculous, and also it's a little bit sad. As I tweeted yesterday, I spent 18 years in Parliament without any government office whatsoever. I've never sought it. I still don't. I'm in politics for a different set of reasons. I think I've built a track record, and it's evident in my activity in Parliament and outside of championing certain causes. I've never hankered for office. I think it's ironic that somebody who has spent 4 terms and is seeking a 5th term, I think the more credible allegation could be that somebody is clinging on to power beyond sell-by date.
But who is this coterie? Who is this coterie then that you're saying is sort of fueling these?
You want to get it
theories.
out of my mouth? You know it very well. The whole world knows it. There is a guy called Pandian, who is an IS officer. He's his principal secretary. But everybody in Odisha knows that for the last 5 years, he has been collecting party funds. He has been distributing party tickets, and people whom he shelters are protected. There are people accused of murder. There are people accused of sheltering rapists. These are BJD members, elected members, who are given protection by him. All of Odisha knows this. The national media has not given it enough coverage, which I think is sad, and it deserves more coverage.
So, the Chief Minister, and I asked him this, obviously not with so much detail, but when I mentioned to him the fact that there is this allegation that, senior bureaucracy runs the government, he denied it. He says that's absurd. He's very much in charge. You don't buy that?
I don't think anybody in Odisha buys that. Why should you just take my opinion?
Sure.
Why don't you go around and ask the large numbers of senior BJD leaders who have made the same allegations?
So I spoke earlier to Pinaki Mishra, the BJD's candidate here from Puri. He's been a 3-time MP, winning, and says he's still confident to win again. And I began by asking him about why he was so confident, given that the Amit Shah juggernaut has rolled into town.
What is shown is the complete hollowness of their claim of this 120 plus that Mr. Amit Shah was tom-tomming. They didn't even have 60-70 candidates to put up, more than 60-70 candidates. They had to actually wait for all the 90% of the BJD rejects and 10% of the Congress, there were no really Congress rejects. There were, in that sense, people who left the Congress and joined the BJP. These people have been given tickets. So they just didn't have the bench strength. So I cannot understand on what basis they were crowing about a 120 plus, hope in Odisha. And anybody who's not been given a ticket by Naveen Babu has not been given a ticket for good reason. That there is a problem with his winnability, with his or her. So therefore, they've gone to the BJP. Good luck to the BJP. Good luck to them. But we've got a perfectly sound substitute, obviously.
But Pinaki Mishra, this is also a charge that the BJP makes, that the Naveen Patnaik government has now run its course. They've lost the plot. It's bureaucrats running the government.
Absolute hogwash, Srinivasan. This whole charge of bureaucrats running the government. May I say the bureaucrats are running the Delhi government as well, the national government. Every single decision there is taken by a bureaucrat. I don't want to mention names, but the entire PMO is everything. What power do the ministers have with the central government? On the contrary, ministers here are constantly giving inputs to Naveen Babu. Cabinet meetings here are actual cabinet meetings, and there's confabulation that's on. But bureaucrats are integral to the system. Any government that comes in has to use bureaucrats. And corruption, please give it a break. Naveen's image is unimpeachable.
Now you've been a winner here multiple times, but this time Sambit Patra is fighting you. He's already made quite a splash on social media. Are you worried?
That's so typical of the BJP. I think one of the best Twitter ones that's gone around is the BJP promised Narendra Modi, delivered Sambit Patra, typical of BJP governance. So, I think he's an opponent. He will take his chances. I will take my chances. In all humility, the people will decide. I polled 52% plus last time.
Right.
So, let's see how it plays out.
How would you respond to the charge that the BJP says that you're a migratory bird, you barely spend any time here in the constituency?
They've been saying this since 96 and I keep winning. So it's obviously a lie because there's no other charge against me that's possible. You can't accuse me of corruption, you can't accuse me of anything. I have 4,000 villages in my constituency.
Right.
It is possible that, I have not managed to visit all 4,000 constituencies in a given year.
Right.
But if you ask a BJP supporter pointedly saying, have you seen Pinaki Mishra? And he says, no, I haven't seen him. That doesn't mean the next door neighbor hasn't seen me. So, this is a complete hogwash charge that I'm a migratory bird. I spend 12 to 13 to 14 days a month, every month on month. I spend it in my constituency. So therefore, this is complete nonsense.
Pinaki Mishra, what about the Modi factor? Now he's already spent quite a bit of time in Odisha. He's already held about 4 rallies here. He's planning to come here and do more campaigning. Is that going to dent the BJD's hold, the Modi factor?
Of course, we expect him to come down many times, but we are prepared for it. I think Naveen Patnaik is a complete answer to anything that Modi can throw at us. So I don't think that's a problem. It's election time, it is campaign time. Of course, people must campaign.
But Pinaki Mishra, the fact is that Naveen Patnaik, your government has been in power for almost 20 years. Surely there's going to be some blowback. Surely there's going to be anti-incumbency.
You've gone around the constituency today. How many people have you met, Srinivasan, who've told you that the Shankh is their Gotra, which is their DNA? That's because Naveen has left absolutely no scope for any anti-incumbency. From the womb of the mother to the death of the person, there is a program. It runs into dozens. Every space in your life is taken up by some welfare measure that Naveen Patnaik has rolled out for people. So he's all over. His aura, his persona, his memory. It's in every part of your DNA, it's in every part of your house, it's in every part of your village, it's in every part of the state. So therefore, there's no question of any anti-incumbency. He is assured of a 5th term. And I think recent surveys are now showing anything above 100 is almost a given.
But the fact that so many senior leaders have left the BJD, there's an exodus towards the BJP, there's of course Jai Panda, there's Damodar Raut, Raghu Mohanty, Bijay Mahapatra, these are all supposed to be senior leaders. Their exit, one BJP leader told me, is like a tsunami in Odisha politics.
I don't think there's anything wrong with the party at all. I think some people just got very ambitious, they were in too much of a hurry, as Mr. Patnaik has already said. And others, I think, are past their sell-by date. So I think they thought that they were not going to get tickets this time. And therefore, it's best to make a bit of noise and jump. So I don't think that counts for anything at all.
All right, Pinaki Mishra, we'll hold you to that. Let's see how it all plays out. Thanks very much indeed for joining us.
Thank you.
Okay, so that was Sambit Patra's rival Pinaki Mishra of the BJD, and here Sambit Patra joins me on top of this rath with huge crowds in front of him as we drive through the streets of Puri. Sambit Patra, what do you make of these crowds? Are these crowds here for Sambit Patra or for Narendra Modi?
This crowd is for Narendra Modi. We had our party president, Amit Bhai Shah here. We have our Odisha's dynamic leader, young leader, Dharmendra Pradhan ji here. Naturally, the crowd is here to cheer up Modi ji, to cheer up Amit ji, to cheer up Dharmendra Pradhan ji. You can see the sheer joy, the excitement, and you can see the kind of energy that the crowd today has.
Now, Sambit, tell me, the BJD says that you're an outsider, you're not from Puri. To that you would say what?
I'm from Puri, who says that? And in fact, I'm astonished that Naveen Patnaik ji does not know Odia. He cannot speak Odia. And he says that I'm an outsider. Who the Odia pilla?
But the fact that this entire coastal region is a BJD stronghold has been for years. That's not a problem.
The stronghold has fallen. You can see thousands and lakhs of people front and behind. And you can see as to how this is the demise of BJD. It is the entry of Modi. It is a new chapter in the politics of Odisha.
Now, Pinaki Mishra, your rival, says that the BJP promised Narendra Modi here and instead gave us Sambit Patra.
No issues. Narendra Modi ji is leader. Each candidate who is contesting across India represents a miniature version of Modi. We are fighting not with our name. We are fighting with the name of our supreme leader, Narendra Modi.
How are you making the transition from a spokesperson to an MP? We are now seeing you in a completely different avatar. Are you missing the days of sparring with us in television studios?
The job, whatever party gives us, we perform our duty as small Karyakarta of the party. The party has asked me to contest, I'm contesting.
I've been watching your Twitter feed, very interesting. You're getting into all kinds of interesting spats on social media. There was this video of you feeding a couple that came in for some criticism.
Why
your
criticism? Modi ji gave the woman Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, a house to that. Modi ji gave a toilet to the woman. Modi ji even gave a Ujjwala. What was the BJP government doing for 19 long years is the question.
Okay, all right, Sambit Patra, we wish you all the very best in your new avatar and thanks so much for talking to us. All right, so that was Sambit Patra there. He says that these visuals are a sign that change is coming to Odisha. Of course, whether that happens or not is something we'll have to wait and see. But for the moment, we're signing off from here in Puri on Reality Check. That's all the time we have. Thanks for watching. Good night.